My name is Robert Erenberg-Anderson. I am the cybersecurity lead for EMEA Enterprise Strategy here at Red Hat, and I've been here for about a year and a half. So as someone who's been in the cybersecurity industry for a long time, there's one key problem that I've identified that spans across pretty much every organization, regardless of industry vertical, that I've encountered. And the problem kind of looks like this. On the one hand, you have organizations which are engaging in digital transformation, which means they're trying to change the way that they interact with and produce technology to more quickly and rapidly react to the markets and customers that they face. Simultaneously, you have an increasing and ever-growing need to enhance your cybersecurity posture because cyber attacks are increasing every day in frequency and impact. So you have these two needs, the need to digitally transform and the need to secure your organization's cyber assets, and these needs are almost always in opposition. And the reason for this is that the processes that we have to engage with cybersecurity through the lens of our technology are very, very legacy. They are old school, they're traditional, they are not agile or reactive. So you have an agile technology organization which is moving faster and faster every day, and security simply can't keep up. So when I engage with customers, when I go out to provide subject matter expertise to our customers, executive leadership and line of business decision makers, I can put myself in their shoes. So when I try to solve this problem, I don't do it through the concept of technology. I'm not trying to use tools and products to address this because this is not a problem that you solve through technology. This is almost always a problem relating to culture, how we think and how we engage with security, how we embed it in our design process, and how we build effective systems. None of that has anything to do with the tooling we slap on to achieve those requirements. It has everything to do with how we think about the problem we're facing. And so what I try to do is educate customers and their executives on how to think more effectively within the context of the security challenge. I care about this problem a lot. So I've spent a long time in the security industry. I got my start while serving in the United States Marine Corps. I was a US Marine Corps cyber operator and warfare specialist, which means I specialized in defensive architecture and offensive operations. So I come from a deeply technical background, and I've been both the person having to defend from cyber attacks and cause cyber attacks. So I really understand the process of how these things can happen. I've also worked at an organization called AP Moller-Maersk, which is the world's largest shipping and logistics organization globally. In 2017, Maersk underwent at the time the largest cyber attack ever. It was called NotPetya. And I was brought in exactly 1 year later to reinvent the cybersecurity strategies and architectural patterns that the organization relied on to make sure that didn't happen again. And in 2019, Maersk underwent at the time the largest digital transformation within the EU, and I became their head of cloud security and AppSec, ensuring that that was done securely. So when I engage with organizations and grapple with this problem for them, I can put myself into their shoes. I've been through this myself, and I know exactly how challenging it can be to solve this. However, I've also solved it before. So when I go to work with our customers and their organizations, I typically engage their executive leadership and line of business decision makers, and I try to empathize with them to enable them to grapple with this problem and more effectively change how they think and how they enable their people to work by putting myself in that position and relating to them that way. If you want to engage with me around security, you can start by sending me an email or reaching out to me on LinkedIn. And I hope you do, because I'm really passionate about talking about security. So thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.